So 40 million, now this is something I'm going to claim some expertise in, the subject of documentaries, okay? Because I've been the subject of two, and I've been the subject of a recent one. And I will flat out tell you right now that this one is not as going to be as good as Matt Turnhauer's Carville winning is everything stupid. Uh, That's it, yeah. You can produce a world-class documentary for $2 million. I know it. Where you couldn't spend $40 million on a documentary if if you tried 10 times harder to do it. So where's the money going? Well, we know where the money is going. And to Bezos, who's worth, I don't know, 400 billion or something, this is all chump change. It's just another way to, like, Disney cost them 15 million. Bezos richer than Disney, so he's paying 40 million. It's breathtaking. There's no documentary that's ever been made that's had even a budget of $5 million. Somebody, I mean, they're gonna look into it and they'll write it, but what the fuck, he's worth $500 million. $1 billion. It's so. How is the Post going to be able to cover this? I don't know. I don't think. I think David Shipley's sitting in a corner under his desk, all right, being slapped around by Bezos. I mean, what's happening is right in front of your fucking eyes, right there. They're paying her $40 million. And I don't know. Somebody better look into this, but that they could make a documentary on the history of the universe and couldn't spend $40 million. Is every time you think it's bad, it gets worse. What did John McCain said? Yeah, the river, the Chaffalaya Road, not any of those. It gets dark, and then it gets really dark. I just hope that somebody picks this up and ask them what the $40 million budget is. How can you spend that? Because, I mean, Matt traveled all around the country, paid for archival tape. What he told me was that little clip of "You're My Sunshine," Jimmy Davis, they'd pay $7,000 for that. But I mean, you have to pay for, but still in all, they come in at like $2 million. Promotion, that's everything. I mean, it's like, it is utterly, you couldn't spend any, I don't think you could spend 10 million on a documentary. I really don't. Stunning. It's just breathtaking. Again, my only question about Mike Johnson is, okay, he's lying. We all know that. It's evident. Does he really know he's lying? Does he really think Thomas Jefferson said that? Does he really think that this 9-year Army veteran who was an American citizen that lived in Houston really came across illegally at the border? I don't know if that son of a bitch is not so stupid that he actually believes it. I think that so let me tell you a story. And I know you can't compare anything to Hitler, okay? Having said that, I'm sorry, the period of 1933 to 1945 actually existed. So there was this huge, and you know how British scholars, historians, how pissy and self-righteous they are. There were two great Hitlerian scholars. One was Sir Trevor Roper, and the other was Sir Alan Bullock. And they had this intense argument, and I think I'm right. Is Sir Alan Bullock said that Hitler was kind of a fraud. He really didn't believe this shit, but he saw electoral opportunity in it. And he was very skillful orator, and he had, Lenny whatever write these films, and he had Goebbels, and he was able to leverage this into political power. And Sir Trevor Roper said, no, he was actually believed all of this, that he at his core was a fervent anti-Semite. He really believed it. And at the end of the day, Sir Alan Bullock made an apology to Sir Trevor Rope, and he said, I've been wrong, you're right. Hitler actually believed it. So you ask yourself, what is worse, to have somebody say something just for political gain that's untrue, stupid, or to have them actually believe it? I actually think that he actually believes it is somehow or another even more damning than he's just making shit up. But I don't know. It's a good philosophical question. You know, that he if you wired him up and said, do you really think Thomas Jefferson said this? He said, yes. And they all get it from this guy called David Barton, who is the most read historian in the United States today, who is about as close to a total fraud as you can get. There are more people that read David Barton and read James McPherson and John Lynch put together. All right. And history is just another, it's just another thing to lie about. It's just become like anything else. I mean, it's really fucking amazing, man.